What's up, y'all? It's your girl King Cat back with another one. This tutorial is going to be about how I got this super dope and unique mullet. So if you're into it, first of all, give this video a thumbs up and yeah, watch me work. Alright, so let's get into this mullet. First, I started off with a dome style wig cap from the local beauty supply store, and then I'm going to take a white eyeliner pencil and just mark where the front is, and then I'm going to draw a line going across my head behind my ear. So I started off the line behind my ear, and I'm just going to take it all the way across to the other side of my ear. Now, when I took the wig cap off of my head, I did have to straighten out the line, so just be aware of that. Next, I used a canvas wig dome to put the wig cap on and continue drawing lines going horizontally across the back of the wig cap. This is just gonna mark where I want my tracks to lay. So I did get this technique from a girl. Her name is Young Africana. She's a YouTuber that I think she always kills it. And when I saw her do this mullet, I just wanted to do the same. So going across the back, it's going to be a U shape, obviously, because it's going to accommodate the curvature of the head. So yeah, just be aware of that when you're drawing your lines. So along the front of the wig cap, and excuse the fact that this shot is a little bit blurry, you're going to take these lines starting where the horizontal lines are, but you're going to kind of taper the lines going down across the front just to compensate for the curvature of the head again. After I do the other side, then I'm going to be ready to do the front. Well, yeah, the front and the top of the head. For these lines, they're going to start off horizontal, and also this is going to be a closer shot of what I mean by tapering the lines toward the front. But yeah, so for the first couple lines, I went straight horizontal, and then as I got closer to the top, I curved the lines a little bit more, because if you lay them straight across, they're not going to cover the next track, if that makes sense. So this way, you get track coverage. For the 27 piece, I did use the brand Milky Way, and then I used some random hair. I don't even know where this hair came from. I always end up with a lot of hair in a bucket, usually left over from clients that they never come and get. I made a mistake and I left out a majority of that part, but in essence, this is how you're going to lay your tracks. Just basically following the guidelines that you mapped out with your white pencil or Sylvie Sharpie, whatever you decide to use, and you're going to lay the tracks an inch apart. Toward the top, I did use the longest section of the Milky Way hair. When you do this, or if you do this, the hair does come with 3 different lengths, and there's a tiny itty bitty length, then there's a medium length, and then there's a larger length. This is the part where I'm going to use the longer length in the pack to basically give myself a disconnected effect. I forget how they say it in cosmetology school, but yeah, it's basically a disconnected layers, and yeah, so yeah. And for the 27 piece, where I'm laying the 27 piece, I laid the tracks a ½ inch apart, because those tracks are very thin, and I did double up on the tracks. So anywhere that you're using the 27 piece, you're definitely going to want to double up those tracks, because they are very thin. For the sides, I started off by using the shortest length in the pack to start off with my sideburns, and then I went all the way up, going halfway through. So what I mean to say is a half inch. Half inch is basically the same thing that I explained with the back, using the 27 piece, because they are very thin, and I just followed my guidelines, okay? And when I quick to the second to last line, then I used the second longest bundle in the Milky Way pack. And because obviously I'm, creating that layered look. And then maybe for that very last 1 or 2 tracks, I used the longest length in the pack. So yeah, and I just did that for both sides. I hope I'm explaining that right. You guys can leave any comments that you might have or any questions that you might have in the comment section, and I'll definitely try to explain it a little bit more if I can, or if this video isn't as detailed as you need it to be.
Take me back to Georgia, back to Atlanta. Funny how present turns past. I'm a fly Priscilla, I'll just prepare. Don't mesmerize by that ass. The way she moves it, I can tell that she loves me. Nigga can't.
So this is the part where I'm going to start adding in the medium length hair. So like I said, the second to last line is where I started. And make sure that you're doubling the tracks, and make sure that you're going a half inch because the tracks are thin.
You make me feel so primal. That's what I am. I'm just a man. Take that pussy, drop it,
Also, too, the way that I decided to lay the tracks is I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to cut it and then add the glue, just because I find that it's a little bit easier, and then I can control. I just have more control over what's going on, because I did find this 27 piece a little difficult to work with, especially having to double the tracks. So yeah. For the very front and the top of the head is where the longest part of the 27 piece gets its time to shine, okay? And we're basically just gonna rock on out and lay the tracks just like we did on every other part of the head, except we're using the longer length. So this is how you're going to be able to use the 27 piece, and this basically maps out how your layers should be falling. So when you start customizing the unit, you can kind of see where I left that last track. I didn't put anything right there because I wanted to kind of go with the curvature of it. Please make sure that you are using that very last line that I used for the sides to start off my curvature, and just go along with top of the lines that I already mapped out. Once I got to the top, I basically started to lay the tracks in a circle so that when I lay the closure, because the 27 piece does come with the closure, basically that's all I have to do. One thing that's very important, if you're using a canvas wig head or even a regular wig head, put a plastic cap on top of it so that the glue doesn't seep through the wig cap and damage your canvas head, because yeah. So this is how the wig came out. I did cut it to be just at shoulder length because I didn't want it to be too long. I cut around my ears just so that the hair wasn't covering my ears. To layer and to shave off the sides, I use a razor comb. You can get this one from your local beauty supply store. I also used some Lotta Body foam to lay the edges so that it was easier to cut the length that I wanted to. Also, too, I did cut the front of my mullet off camera, probably like the next day, just because I just thought it was cuter. But so you'll see how it all comes together. But there was really no rhyme or reason to this. I just styled it until I liked it. So here I am using the foam just to lay the baby hair so that I can cut it. I definitely want to do this look again because I feel like I can do an even better job. But I think that overall that it came out really, really nice. So yeah. So in my thumbnail, that's where you see how how I cut the front, which is just straight across. But yeah, this actually really came out nice, and I didn't finish styling it till the next day because I was really tired. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was doing this, and yeah, your girl, I mean, I didn't need it for anything. It's like, girl, go to bed. But as you can see, it's already coming together. So yeah, so here I am cutting my layers. And I'm just freehanding it, but I did want really, really, really deep layers because I wanted it to look really messy and really like dramatic when I curled it, which it did. So, you can style your mullet as you want. Like if you don't want layers in the back, then you don't have to have layers. If you want yours to be long, then you leave yours long. But this is how I wanted mine. So I'm just showing y'all how I styled it. Y'all really don't have to follow this, but yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of the video play. I'm using a 1-inch to curl the wig. This is the next day. I got my makeup on. As you can see, I'm ready to slay. Okay. And yeah, and I used a tiny curler to curl my sideburns and kind of like the front. So but yeah, I think this look is so cute, y'all. Oh, for the very bottom, I did curl at the bottom. So here under, I am, y'all, like that just adding some finishing that touches, shorter mullets have. I was really going for like the rock star look with this vibe. So yeah. So as you can see, I did not cut my bangs in this video, but probably a couple days later I did, which is what it looks like in my thumbnail. But other than that, I think I killed this mullet. I think it looks so cute. It's so different. It's so unique. I didn't add any color. I'm not really a color girl like that, but yeah, let me know if you're gonna try this look. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.